To kick us off on this journey, it's my honor to introduce our president, Jay Goin. He's the president of Los Angeles Pacific University. He's a visionary leader at the intersection of higher ed and innovation, and he has championed the integration of emerging technologies to expand access and enhance student success. His insights are positioning LAPU as a forward-thinking institution ready for the digital age, and today he is going to join us to set the stage for our journey together, offering a high-level perspective of why we are here and how AI is not just a tool, but a catalyst for the future. So please join me in welcoming Jay Goin to the stage to officially kick off AI in Action 2026. Thank you so much, Jay, and the floor is yours.
Kenna, thank you very much. Exciting to be here, and good morning to everyone. Welcome to the second annual AI in Action Conference. So excited to be doing this. LAPU, Los Angeles Pacific University, doing this in partnership with Nectar AI. Whether you're joining us virtually from across the country or right here in our LAPU community, thank you for being part of this gathering. Today is not just another seminar about the things that AI might do. It's about what AI is already doing. And more importantly, what we choose to make it do in higher education and beyond. As president at Los Angeles Pacific University, I'm proud that our Center for Artificial Intelligence and Innovation in Learning is helping lead this conversation. That we believe that AI should not replace the human heart of education, but it should amplify our ability to learn and create and serve and flourish. Over the next several hours, you'll hear from presenters sharing real-world implementations, how AI is streamlining advising, supporting personalized pathways, powering innovative research, and transforming how we prepare students for meaningful work. You'll see demonstrations, case studies, and honest discussions about what works, what doesn't, and what we're still trying to figure out. My role this morning is simple, to set the stage, not as just a hype man, but with a few framing ideas that I think will echo through every session today. Ideas that move us beyond the obvious, beyond AI can generate essays, or we need policies for academic integrity, and toward deeper questions about the future of learning, work, and human potential. Because here's the truth in 2026. AI is no longer experimental. It is now infrastructure. Agentic systems that don't just answer questions, but act and orchestrate and collaborate are moving from pilots to production. The question is no longer whether AI will reshape higher education, but how we ensure it serves our deepest purposes. Let me share 4 less than obvious but critically important ideas to guide our thinking today and beyond. First, we're shifting from AI as copilot to AI as a collaborator. We want to go to the next slide. We're shifting from AI as a copilot to AI as a collaborator in multi-agent systems. And this changes everything about how we design learning experiences. Most conversations still treat AI like a super smart assistant that helps with one task at a time. But the frontier is multi-agent systems, networks of specialized AI agents that work together, that debate and critique and iterate like a virtual research team or maybe a study group that never sleeps. We're moving really quickly toward a classroom where alongside human students, there are AI agents that are playing different roles. Maybe one is a devil's advocate, challenging assumptions. Another one is a domain expert that is pulling in real-time data. And a third as a synthesizer that connects ideas across disciplines. Students don't just consume knowledge. They orchestrate these agents. They learn to lead intelligent systems rather than just merely using tools. Now, this is less than obvious because it flips the script in a way. Instead of fearing that students will outsource their thinking, we can teach them how to become conductors of different forms of intelligence. In the classroom, this means redesigning assignments around agent orchestration, something like this. Build a multi-agent team to solve a difficult problem in your field, and then reflect on where human judgment was irreplaceable. Beyond the classroom, this prepares graduates for workplaces where agentic workflows will handle routine coordination and leave humans free for the higher order strategy, empathy, and ethical discernment. So, what's the risk? If we don't intentionally design these experiences, then students may become passive consumers of AI rather than active architects. Today's sessions will show practical ways to make collaboration the default. Next, in an AI-saturated world, the most valuable skill isn't technical fluency. It's what I'm calling the human edge, the irreplaceable combination of wisdom, character, judgment, and relational depth. AI now can research faster, write more fluently, and even simulate dialogue. But what it struggles with is accountability and moral imagination, and the kind of contextual wisdom that comes from lived experience and failure and community. And this is one of the reasons why we're seeing a quiet rebound of interest in the humanities and ethics and interdisciplinary thinking, liberal arts capabilities, nuanced interpretation, ethical reasoning, creative synthesis. They become differentiators when AI handles the mechanics. An implication for the classroom may be the need to redesign assessments and learning experience to emphasize process over product. So instead of grading final outputs, which honestly AI can mimic really well now, evaluate how students interrogate AI suggestions, how they navigate uncertainty, exercise judgment, and collaborate. Now, beyond the classroom, this sharpens higher education's purpose, preparing humans who can steward powerful technologies responsibly. Graduates who know not just how to use AI, but why and for what ends. At LAPU, we're committed to this human-centered approach. AI should be free us to invest more deeply in the human work, the mentoring, the community building, and helping students discover their unique calling, not replacing those relationships. Third, we need to move from asking, how can AI make education more efficient, to how can AI make humans flourish? We want to go to the next slide. Gaming for efficiency is so seductive, right? Automating, advising, grading, administrative tasks, we all want to do those things, and they do free time. But if we're not careful, we risk creating a sort of hollowed out education where students and many faculty lose the struggle and reflection and growth that help build resilience and purpose. You know, human flourishing in the age of AI means intentionally preserving space for deep work, genuine dialogue, and creative risk-taking. It means that using AI to handle drudgery so we can focus on what makes life more meaningful, our relationships, our discovery, and ultimately our service to others. For a classroom application, we could create AI-free zones or deliberate friction points, the kind of activities where students have to grapple without the tools. And that will help them strengthen core capabilities. When you pair this with AI-enhanced projects where technology amplifies human creativity. In professional contexts beyond the classroom, this means designing AI systems that augment rather than diminish agency. Agentic tools should expand the possibilities for human achievement, not create dependencies. The presenters that you'll hear from today are exploring exactly these kinds of balanced, flourishing-oriented implementations. Next, and perhaps the most practical, governance is not a checkbox. It's really the action of leadership. On the next slide. As AI becomes core infrastructure, the institutions that thrive will be those that treat governance as an ongoing evidence-based practice of stewardship. This includes clear policies on data, transparency, accountability, but also mechanisms to measure real impact on the learning outcomes, not just the adoption rates. And one non-obvious point, the real differentiator won't be who has the most advanced tools, but who has the wisdom to say no when a shiny capability conflicts with our educational mission. Governance done well creates trust, and that enables bolder experimentation. At LAPU, we're approaching this with humility and rigor, learning alongside of all of you. So in closing, as we launch into this day of insights, let's let these ideas guide us, embracing agentic collaboration as a new literacy. We want to double down on the human edge, that wisdom, character, judgment, designing deliberately for human flourishing, not just for efficiency, and leading with thoughtful governance that turns principles into practice. The future of AI in higher education isn't something that's happening to us. It's something we are actively shaping together. I'm really excited about all the opportunities to learn today. So let me take a moment to point you to a few of the sessions that are on my personal short list. There are too many great ones to hit everything. So I know that I'll be spending time on the conference site later to get replays of the sessions that I've missed. I know I'm going to be listening to Yao Yang from Purdue as she talks about building AI assistants in session 2. In session 3, I can't wait to hear from Eric Getz and my friend Peter Francis from Penn Foster Group about AI literacy education. So many great ones in session 3. In session 4, Seth Odell from Kanahoma will talk about the way that they're doing work with AI in a premier education marketing agency. And Jamie Moquin from our partner Nectar AI is doing an intro to their product. So that will be fantastic too. Andy Sheen will take on our lunch keynote, and he will be great and entertaining as always. In session 6, you're not going to want to miss our LAPU ID superstars, Kenna, Alyssa, Matthew. They're reviewing their work. And in session 8, Bevan Sadler from SMU will dive into what to do when AI breaks your assessment model. Lots of gold in there, and something that's a challenge for all of us. Finally, Kavita Guy, the CEO and co-founder at Nectar, will close our time talking about their partnership with the California community colleges, impacting over 2 million students with AI interventions. There are so many opportunities to learn today. So whatever you choose, you'll be informed and encouraged and blessed by the real talent from our speakers. And you'll be equipped for the next conversation in your home community. We are very excited to bring you this conference along with Nectar AI, and would encourage you to lean in and be active learners today. Don't miss the opportunity to network and build your community in the same way you would in an in-person conference. Find a colleague in another institution to be a thought partner or maybe a project partner. I know that you'll be bringing many great ideas back to your teams. LAPU and our Center for AI is actively looking for willing partners ready to collaborate. We have much to learn from each other, and we believe that our common cause for student success and human flourishing is something all of us can get behind. Thank you again for joining us. I hope that you'll look back on today as a launching point for amazing work in your organization, and just know that we will be cheering for your success.